Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. Many of the updates that we get on YouTube are that of breaking news. Feels like a quick fix or makes us feel good. And they are important. It gives us the knowledge of new partnerships, joint ventures, acquisitions, and a lot of first ever stories in this unbelievably fast moving space. But in this video, I'm going to revisit 7 headlines, a PowerPoint, a tweet, a brochure, and a video to tell you a story. This is a story of a very powerful bank, and they just so happen to be a partner of Ripple. I'm going to take you back to July 3rd, 2017. It's when SBI in Japan lit the torch. The Siam Commercial Bank and SBI Remit launched real-time remittance via Ripple blockchain. About a year later, Siam Commercial Bank pioneers RippleNet multi-hop feature. They were the first to do this multi-hop feature. In fact, the SBI Remit and the Siam Commercial Bank was a very important working relationship. The Siam Commercial Bank was able to increase their volumes and acquire new customers. In fact, they were able to grow their business more than 2 times for the volume growth month over month. So indeed, they had a very good experience. This multi-hop, if you take XVIA with Ripple's API solution, you can work with XRapid or XCurrent. And multi-hop enables smart routing for the cheapest payment path. The most inexpensive paths have been with XRapid, of course, because you can bypass that nostro vostro liquidity. In November, the Siam Commercial Bank was to develop Asian Payment Hub. I knew this was going to be big because as a hub, this region is so important to Ripple. On the stage at the Singapore Summit that same month, Mr. Garlinghouse was with the IMF's Ross Lacau, and we really learned that Thailand is so lucky. They had the clarity. XRP was legalized. And for the Southeast region, there is about 130 billion inbound remittances every year. 50% of all the business for Ripple comes from Asia. In fact, their Singapore office had a 200% growth that year. At the 14-minute and 57-second mark, it is really confirmed that the next generation hub was going to be with the Siam Commercial Bank. At the 15-minute, 17-second mark, it's confirmed that they are using digital assets. For RippleNet, in this brochure, you can see that there are 2 different ways to access, either through the interface through XVIA or with full access through XCurrent, both of which have the ability to settle transactions instantly through XRP, the digital asset. And it's used in Ripple's XRapid product, so it eliminates the pre-funding in foreign accounts and can send these payments 24/7 using XRP. Mr. Sabrai put together this PowerPoint for the IMF back in November. And you can see here that the focus was about telling the story in reducing payment friction. So the cost of an international payment transaction, the average from 2013 to 2015 is $25 to $35. If you are to incorporate XRapid, which is what this graphic symbolizes, you can take out that component of the nostro vostro liquidity, which is about 34%, and the claims and treasury operations, which is about 27%. A very big savings according to the McKinsey & Company graphic. I can actually find that graphic on the McKinsey report that was done for SWIFT, which must have really been a heads up for them. You can see that the cost of an international payment transaction at the $25 to $35 cost can be reduced 90 to 95% by taking out the Nostro Vostro liquidity portion, the claims and treasury operations portion, and reducing part of the payments operations. It brings the international payment transaction down to $1 or $2. Continuing on that same month, in this headline, we learn that the Malaysian lending giant CIMB joins Ripple's cross-border payments network. Did you know that 3 of the 10 board of directors of CIMB have experience working for the Siam Commercial Bank? And here in December, Coin1 joins with Siam Commercial Bank to provide transfer service for Thailand with a direct corridor to South Korea via Ripple. And last month, the United Arab Emirates Exchange and Unimoni go live on Ripple's blockchain, the network for cross-border remittances. This service has been launched first with Siam Commercial Bank. You can see how instrumental this hub is for the region. And the CEO of the United Arab Emirates Exchange and Unimoni said that we thank our partners Ripple and Siam Commercial Bank for their collaborative support in this journey. And we even have a little bit of a quote from Mr. Naveen Gupta of Ripple that he expressed his delight, and the Siam Commercial Bank was also delighted. So I think this is just the beginning of a very powerful partnership. On March 6th, Jeremy Light from Ripple was in Thailand, along with Sagar Sabrai and Marcus Treacher. And Jeremy tweeted that the payments are the first killer use of digital assets, and Asia is the driving engine. In 2 weeks in Abu Dhabi, Mr. Gupta will be one of the keynote speakers. So let's hope he keeps carrying that torch and brings more Ripple partners from this region. Okay, I am jumping to the fluff. The design of the Tokyo Olympic torch was unveiled, keeping with torches here. Is it not so beautiful? The design was unveiled and the shape and color of a cherry blossom. And the most interesting part, too, is that it's made partly with the aluminum that was used in the temporary housing after the 2011 Great East Japan earthquake. About 30% of the aluminum comes from the window frames. It's very lightweight. It's only 1.2 kilo. And if you see here, it actually is so beautiful in this rose gold. About 80 to 90 bearers will carry the torch each day. Each bearer carries it about 200 meters. And when you look at it this way, you can see that 5 different flames come out of the petals to create the one torch. Wow! I think it's probably one of the most beautiful I've seen for the Olympics. All right, everybody, that's all I have for you today. Do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.